Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's going to be an interesting one. A lot of stakes here. I mean, it's still early in the season, but obviously among the top tier especially, they're wanting to establish their foothold. Both these teams taking that loss, as you mentioned, to Kangarillas in the first couple weeks. And just right now, trying not to take another one. So team the Jokr, it's Ryan down low, looking all ready to roll out here for Jokr first as they back it out to Jay. And the formation forming top, bottom, and center.
And Jokr doing a really good job here of taking the time and minding their passes as they come in to attack the bubble here. Unfortunate missed pass there, but the way they've been drawing the defense out and maintaining control, and boom, just like that.
Just like that, 2 points off a couple attempts, and they'll buy themselves a goal. So Team Jokr on the board first. It was Jay down there. Or up there. Then again, he was upside down, so was he actually down or up? You be the judge. But out they roll for Illuminaughty first here. Speedy, just dodging the Speedy stack from Jokr. Of course, one of the fastest teams in the West. That is to say, in North America historically, although since then, a lot of teams have caught up.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of increased speed between preseason and season 1. Oh, what a grab there by Dash.
And you know, Jokr's one of those teams, nice save by Dash, yeah, by the way, but Jokr, one of those teams before, kind of in the past, they used to be sort of the most European-like North American team with some of those speeds, those boosting, and just their whole play style was very different from a lot of the North American teams. In fact, you could call them the impractical Jokers once upon a time, but now they've got a nice mix of meta, but still doing kind of their own thing from time to time. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, and their formation passing has been absolutely phenomenal so far this season. The kind of control they've had with the disc has been really exceptional and a lot of fun to watch.
And especially adding a player like Dash in there, you know that disc control is just going to be even better for Jokr, and we're seeing some of that right here. Already 2 points for them, maybe a couple more off of some passing now, going right back up top to the backboard, but boarding that is QL as he sends it down the other side.
Yeah, this is basically the game I expected. Both teams. And a dinger there, unfortunate.
Yeah, just a missed opportunity there, so Illuminaughty not able to convert that one, almost converting.
Oh,
a boosted player comes in, there's Kong, and they will ring it in for the 4th point on Jokr.
What a great shot there. I think, was that from Ryan down at half court? Reliable Ryan Rhino, only an inch off from, that would have been like 35 meters, give or take. Yeah. But then Kong there to pick up that rebound and pop it in. Well done there by Jokr.
Well, he's not Ryan Rhino anymore. Now he lost the Rhino and he gained an end somehow. But over here trying to put an end to this offense, Illuminaughty just trying to find themselves on the board and not lose this disc to a Jokr, who are making giving them a very hard time there in the front line. And there it is again, another turnover, but right back to Illuminaughty.
Yeah, that was that speed of Jokr again on full display.
But on full display is the passing game from Illuminaughty, and that is going to buy them their first 2.
Yeah, nice little setup there from Ender to Speedy. Ender kind of giving that look like he's going to come down on the goal, and instead sends it out to Speedy on that cut pass. Well done.
And quick hello to the Twitch chat once again. We see people joining in. Swift over there, as well as Kavichi, Andy, C. Jason, Sealable, Cruisin'. So nice to see you guys in there as it looks like a pass going through to Ryan over in the back line, and maybe just playing this more patiently again for Jokr. Looks like that's the case. Now, that said, the slow play kind of getting frazzled there as they lose the disc a couple times off some Geo, off some bodies, whatever it was. It's going to be Jaywalker with the disc on the other side. They have a couple people up front. And just missing, though, deep anchored pass, but right to Dash, who misses that one, ducking through and stealing it, clearing it. Speedy V.
This is phenomenal. I mean, just the back and forth, the grabs and the missed tosses and like that. I mean, it's just constant right now. This, trying to clear it out. There's always someone in that lane. Both these teams are so good positionally that neither of them is having a very easy time of getting rid of that disc in any direction.
Yeah, absolute volleyball, ping pong, air hockey, Echo Arena. That's what this is tonight. It's a lot of defense from these teams, a lot of just very, very quick reflexes, talented hands as they try to make their way back for Jokr into the front line, but playing it slow again and starting to be pinched off a little bit by a stack nearby. See if what Ryan does. He will just pass it up front, but that's a great dive from Q to get it back on the clear. Now the shot taken out, but once again, there's what Dimmy was talking about, back and forth. It's a grab after grab after grab and punch after punch as Jokr somehow retains after all that craziness.
I mean, this is looking more like a tug of war than a game of Echo Arena. Just the way it's you know, they're kind of, oh my goodness,
oh no,
oh my goodness.
Double oh my goodness, and one of the players letting out a little chuckle as that one goes through, so could not find the W on that win. Not talking about Andy, but I'm talking about Jokr. Now over here, back to the midline goes the Q. And again, a grab, this time Ryan. Some more defensive intensity, the prowess there being shown as Kung roams down low for the goal.
The number of long shot dings so far in this game, any one of those 30, 25 to 35 meter shots that we've seen so far would have potentially just turned the tides of the game, and every single one of them has dinged so far. I mean, we're looking at a game of twos. There's 1-3 has been scored so far, and just the back and forth. This is fun. This is fun to watch.
And it's fun for Jokr because they have themselves another opportunity. Actually, that one taking a bad bounce, just off the top of the ramp, looking for a bounce shot, but they will recover. Dash playing the back line, and look at that tight defense being played here. Just barely squeezing these passes through, and ultimately maybe a turnover here as the clear goes out.
There's some sneaky behind the back touch passes going on between the guys and Jokr near that bubble there, and before it turned over, that was really, really exciting. Oh my goodness.
A nice turn into the shot, putting it over. Ryan again, the long shots, that one falling after one of those dings earlier in the tunnel, and that's a great look for Jokr to go up by 4.
And that shot, what a tight space. From where he was, there was kind of a ton of objects in his way, and he puts it in, doesn't hesitate with that shot. That's why we call him Reliable Ryan, because that was a beautiful shot.
Definitely, just all those objects, as you mentioned, and can't object on the result. Team Jokr again getting the disc and trying to find a clear. It'll take a few bounces. And recovered, looks like by Illuminaughty. So Speedy gets that. He recognizes Ender way up top. Ender just getting stunned out, brawled out, knuckle sandwich, and off to the other side. There's a good leech as well from Suburban. QL getting there first, and another fling. The speed right now, as well as the defense, is amazing on these two teams.
A good chunk of the games we see both of these teams play, we don't see this sort of panic clear one touch these so fast, almost like have to get rid of it with no options sort of behavior. We're seeing both teams falling into here just because the other team is so good at stuffing the lanes, stuffing the pass options, and this is just phenomenal.
Looking for one pass up to Burbs, down low, QL finds the goal. So a 2-point game here as this round 1 begins to wind down. But yeah, Dimwi, the defense, and you mentioned the panic clears, things like that. The thing is, it's not like it's just random clears. They're getting it, they're panicking, it's gone. It's because they have to panic because they are so closed off. I mean, they don't have time to really maneuver for very long before they need to find a pass or a clear somewhere. So that's just a testament to the defense here from these two teams.
Exactly, and especially what it kind of leads to is the goal we just saw was so well executed.
Hold on, because right here, there's less than a minute, and that could have been dangerous, almost a turnover, but no one able to grab it, didn't we? Intercepted. Now, eventually they do get it here. It's 42 seconds left. Illuminaughty in a position where they can potentially take a lead or tie it up, depending on what they go with. The question is, do they want to go for a goalie stun right now, or do they just want to try for OT?
I think you go with whatever option, Stinger. You got a lot of traffic in front of the goal. They could go for a 3 here.
Oh, the grab!
Oh, what a pick!
Great hands on that one. The time now running down. Illuminaughty was trying to take the last shot of the game potentially, but then closed off right on the edge of the bubble. So taken over here by Ryan. Ryan just needs to not lose this one, and they should be good. Indeed, they are. One behind the back fling is not going to go in, but they're still going to get the win in round one. Team Jokr, 9-7.
And what a win it was. I mean, this was a really, really tough game for both teams. I mean, both of them, it's hard for that skill to shine through when the skill level of both teams is so high, because it's so hard to get those sexy passes through tight alleyways and the long shots and the shiny shots. But like that last goal we saw from I believe it was Illuminaughty, that kind of the 1-2-3 pass to the man behind the goal there. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you end up seeing when the game is so tight, when the skill level is so high, because they don't get very many opportunities. So when they make one, it looks so good. And that was such a beautiful setup there on that last goal by Illuminaughty.
And yet, despite all that setup, could not quite get the tie. I was definitely questioning whether they'll go for the the overtime or the game winner. If it was Jokr, I would have not had any doubts. They would have gone for the stun on the goalie and just gone for the win if it was a reversal of positions there. But with Illuminaughty, couldn't be sure, because they're definitely coordinated enough to pull off that kind of play if they wanted to. But at the same time, they are a team who typically does like you said, pacing it out and kind of being patient to find the best opportunity. And but yeah, right there, closed off by the defense. And again, round two is going to be underway now. So taken first by Illuminaughty. Hello again to the Twitch chat. Saw Swift earlier asking if I had a Valentine sealable bag, saying I'm his Valentine. Can confirm.
Blue sends it back the other way.
Off now to Ryan. Ryan taking that deep one just off the side, but rebound to Kung. Gently lays that one in.
And unlike the first game, this first blood comes relatively quickly, 21 seconds from the start there, and a great feed from Orion for the rebound recovery for Kung to just casually toss it in there to go up by 2.
And also mentioning Steelbill real quick, of course, we got his extension overlay there on Twitch at the works. So thanks to him, as well as so much for Subtlety, both of them helping me out and getting this stuff set up for us to use. So for anyone in the chat, again, you can use that. Only live, though, not in the VODs, of course, but it's there for those who want it. Wanting the disc, though, is Jay. He's just playing that mid lane, takes it away off the speedy pass, as Burbs gets it right back and sends it to Ender up top there. Now Speedy receives that one, another save, this time Dash coming through with, well, does what it do, as he says, but look at that. Beautiful reception from Speedy off the Suburban pass and the dunk.
And what a beautiful setup there. You had Suburban. Speedy was on the goal. Speedy got that stun off on Dash, so Dash couldn't respond to that feed from Burbs there up to Speedy. He just grabs it, dunks it in. Well done there by these guys on Illuminaughty.
2-2. Both teams exchanging a goal here with the first 2 minutes passed on the second round. QL Young will take it down and off it to Speedy. Speedy looking for Ender. And Ender just backing that to Speedy again. All these cross passes being just demanded because of that defense. Short range and finding the range on that 2-point shot from 7 meters. Nice one.
And that right there, what we're seeing is an adjustment by Illuminaughty. They've tightened up their formation, and they're just going with quick passes to each other, so the defense doesn't have a chance to really get in that lane. The pass is moving too fast. This is moving too quickly. That was so well done there. I'll definitely be clipping that one and sharing it with my team as an example.
But clipping him in the face with Suburban Legend to try and cause a turnover. Couldn't quite make the shot, but still getting it right back. Another good cross of Speedy, but look at that from Kong. Oh no, it rolls into the goal, and that is gonna hurt them. And the noggin goal just logging in for another couple points. So 6 for Illuminaughty because of it.
Yeah, it looked like Kong was trying to, he was in the process of tossing that one out, and brought his hand back just a little bit. And while he was bringing it back, he gets that stun out, so that disc maintains that momentum and floats backwards into that goal. Unfortunately there for Kong, but well done by Illuminaughty.
And just real quick, I didn't even get a chance to the last time because of that quick turnover, but on the 2 plays ago, that string of close-range passes across the court, if anyone is watching this on stream or on VOD who aren't super familiar with the game or playing it competitively, those are the kind of things you need to watch. Just notice not only the precision, but just the softness on the pass. They get it to the right place, but one of the things a lot of newer players do sometimes is they get panicked and they throw those passes with so much power that it makes it harder on the catch. But if you can put a little finesse on it, you know, feathery touch, it'll buy you a lot of goals and good passes thanks to them.
Yeah, speaking of just putting too much power on it, I mean, there was an instance. Oh.
Well, there's an instance on a shot from Jokr and brings it back to 2 points. Still down, but plenty of time.
Nice feed there from Ryan to Jokr. But yeah, just there was an instance with my team in a scrim the other day where my teammate Zesper was maybe 10 meters away from me, and I launched it right at his face. It went right by him. He said sorry for you, it was his fault for missing. I was like, no, dude, I said that way too hard. So oh my goodness, oh that was close.
It often is close on some of these bounce ones. Again, team's so good with just recognizing where to put it off the bounce. And that's a good put into the hands of Jay, and he'll make the play. So 6 apiece, tied up. And we got, 5.5 remaining.
And Jay with a very similar goal to the last one, coming in off of a feed and hooking it high into that top corner. Well done there by Jokr for the unanswered 4 points to tie it up with 5 to go.
And showing that just like Illuminaughty, just like Kang, who we talked about with their passing, Team Jokr has improved just amazingly so over the last year, and making that as strong of a part of their game as anything now. Ducking through and taking a shot and catching the defense off balance there. It was a couple retreating players, Q and Suburban, but their backs were turned. They were trying to look for the anchor, so Ryan perfectly timed on the defense there.
Ryan pulling the Angel at mid to stun the Illuminaughty attacker, which opens him up and gives him that good look on goal there to send that one in from deep. That was such an awesome play there from Ryan.
Yeah, and the shot too, just so unexpected, and that's one of the problems with Jokr historically. If your defenses, they will pull out things you don't expect from time to time and just catch goalies completely off guard. You think, oh, no way he shoots it from that angle. He's going to look for a pass, so then you just turn your head for a second, and then boom, goal. But off it will be to QL in the bottom now as Illuminaughty takes place in the backboard as well as the bottom. Looking towards the bottom, just dings that one in the corner.
That beautiful feed there from QL to Speedy, but Speedy tucking it in so close on that bottom quarter, it dings as it goes in from that angle. I mean, that's really, that is such a tight angle to send that one in on, and probably contributes to getting by the goalie there. What a beautiful shot.
Absolutely, and had to, again, if it was just an inch out of place, that one would have been a no-goal, but instead, as some brawls go through in mid, some passes going on for Jokr here, could go back up by a couple. They're going to go for that passing play again, but this time saved out of there by Ender, showing that he can be a defender just as much as anything.
Yeah, that was a great save by Ender, because that was a great setup by Jokr as they came in there. Cross pass right by the defense. Great one-on-one opportunity there on the goalie, but Ender with the hands to stop that one from going in.
And well, for Jokr too, that makes, I believe, 3 of their last 4 plays of their last 4 scores identical to that pass crossed over to the left side cutter. So they've gotten a few goals just like that in this second round. Could not benefit off of it this time. So maybe you need to change it up here. But of course, just a great stop by Ender, just the same. And Illuminaughty has it turned over, though, thanks to Jokr and his defense. He has a stack, and he's just going to sling it to the other side off some bounces and hope for the best.
What a pick.
The best not quite unfolding, so Ender takes it right back. Speedy gets that one. Couldn't get rid of it in time, but couldn't find the goal. That really would have pushed the lead further for Team Jokr and in a late game situation, and right in the place with that pass. Dash guaranteeing with a dunk.
That was That was awesome. That was that feed from Kong. I mean, it's a perfect shot right on goal, and that may have gone in on its own. But Dash pulling up the redirect as they do in hockey, putting someone right in front of the goal and having them redirect it away from the goalie into the open plane, and he did it there. So that was hot. That was awesome.
A minute and a half left, and yeah, that was fantastic. Dash obviously super coordinated and great at getting those grabs inside his own goal. Is that one? Oh, couldn't make the shot. That could have tied it up potentially. Right here, though, still Illuminaughty getting it back. They have a minute and a half, and it goes right back to what we saw towards the end of round one. What are they going to do here? They're going to just go for a 2. They still have some time. But the goalie's right now being heavily brawled at, but amazing save by Kung. And this is not the first time he has had an absolute clutch one towards the end of a series.
Yeah, first a heartbreaker of a ding there. Dings off the inside. I mean, you're talking less than half an inch of differential, and that would have gone in. And then so much traffic in front of the goal. There were 2 goalies in with one offenseman, mucking it up. And oh no, the errant pass there.
That was kind of an unforced giveaway there that could cost them greatly, and it will. Dash maybe sealing it here late off that turnover for Jokr, 14-8.
That there might just be the ice, and what a shot from it's the pass goes back almost like a clear, and Jokr with that speed that they're known for, and then Dash with no hesitation sends it in. That had to have been from about 25-30 meters out. I didn't actually catch it. That was beautiful.
Yeah, whatever the length, it doesn't matter, because that shot, long or short, was exactly what a Jokr needed to collapse this game for Illuminaughty. As one more save goes through there for Jokr, just to put a stamp, and a Speedy slinging it, couldn't find it, and that will be the game. 14-8, 2-0 in the rounds for Jokr.
Yeah, I would. Part of me wants to call this a convincing win for Jokr, but I don't. This really could have gone. I mean, you look at how both these teams played. This could have gone either way, despite the fact that it went 2-0, despite the fact that we're not going to game 3. This was a very, very close game that could have gone either way. And yeah, so we will see. Once these scores get reported, we'll see how this plays out on the current standings. This may just be enough for Jokr to take that number 2 spot, which obviously this early in the season doesn't mean a whole lot, but it also means actually no, I was incorrect on what I was about to say, so go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, this kind of the point of the season, we're still really early on, so volatility will definitely be had in the rankings. It'll take a little bit of time just to see where everyone kind of stands. Obviously we have a good idea from the preseason in our head, where everyone is gonna fall roughly tier-wise, but at the same time, there's still a lot of kind of X-factor teams out there who it's hard to say exactly where they'll fall. I would include Nova in there, your team, just as well, in the sense that obviously made big runs towards the end of the preseason, practiced a lot in during the off season, and so teams like yours, just seeing kind of where that plays out. Teams like Instinct, who just brought on a couple new players into their team and has been looking mighty good. Teams like Flare as well. I mean, there's a lot of intrigue here, kind of in those top, 10 places really of where everyone is gonna ultimately end up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And a couple of those teams that are currently showing as like bronze are not going to be bronze for very long. SSBC Legends, definitely one of them. Yeah, just there's a lot of teams that are going to be moving up quickly, especially early on in the season. As you said, the volatility of it. Yeah, and hopefully, just on my team, hopefully we can rebound off that game and get Instinct, who has been shown to be a very, very strong team right off the bat. They're currently undefeated, 3-0, one of the few teams, along with SSBC Legends, Kang, and of course, that'll probably change as the season goes on. But just interesting to note early on here.
For sure. So, with that said, that we have another match for Jokr coming up in a little bit. Not scheduled though for about half an hour. So we'll probably cut the stream, I imagine, and come back And it'll be a match between Orbit and Team Jokr. So Jokr coming hot off the heels on this victory, and we're going to see him again fairly shortly here. But until then, great match. I do wish it could have gone to 3 rounds as well, but it was still really entertaining to watch. And yeah, so I've been Palidore, SirDimwi, casting alongside me, and so much for subtlety on the cameras and stream.